WordPress is the most popular choice for creating a site, but almost everyone hates using it. Sure, WordPress is a great platform, there's no denying that. But between deciding which plugin to use, how to customize the site, and keeping it safe, with WordPress you spend more time as a website admin than as a writer/creator. And most of us decided to start a site to write and share stuff with other people on the internet and not spend time figuring out which plugin is making the site slow. On top of that, WordPress is expensive. When you account for hosting a team and essential plugins for caching or SEO, the costs add up quickly. But what is the solution? While WordPress can be an excellent choice for many websites, its flexibility makes it difficult and inefficient. And if you identify with these frustrations, maybe it's time to consider a change, at least that's what I did. In my research, I looked for a platform that would let me focus on writing, was cheaper, and had all the essential things by default like good SEO. Funnily enough, my solution was the platform created in response to WordPress becoming bloated. It's called Ghost CMS. This open source tool fits all the requirements and I have been using it since 2021. While WordPress is a jack of all trades that can work for all kinds of websites, Ghost is a more focused platform that works best for blogs. When you change to Ghost, there's a complete shift on how things work. Let's start with the positives. First, the most popular option to use Ghost is through the official hosting called Ghost Pro. There are other good hosting providers, but from my testing, Ghost Pro is the best, and that's why I've stayed with them for quite a few years. I remembered it was a pain to select a hosting provider for WordPress because there were lots of them and with massive price differences. Also, since Ghost Pro is a managed hosting, I don't need to worry about website backups and security because they take care of that. So picking Ghost Pro was a great decision for me. Then there aren't plugins on Ghost. I see this as a positive because Ghost is already a complete software. You won't need to install an SEO plugin because Ghost already has the tools and is optimized out of the box. You also don't need a caching plugin to make the website fast because Ghost is already fast. This also includes the admin panel of Ghost. It is fast and won't slow you down like sometimes it happens on WordPress. And on for the many plugins you need to use on WordPress. But if you need to extend Ghost's capabilities, there is a huge list of integrations available, including Zapier and Make. Another thing to love about Ghost is the writing experience. While the editor has all the cards you need to create different content and all the settings you desire, those don't get in your way when writing or composing the articles. The other things you may also like on Ghost are the newsletter and membership capabilities, where people can pay to access the content on the website. I will talk more about those later in the video. Even with all the good things you just saw about Ghost, if you have been using WordPress for years, the idea of migrating to Ghost may feel like a daunting task. Your site probably has hundreds or even thousands of posts, but with Ghost's migration plugin and the concierge service, you don't have to do everything by hand. I didn't test this plugin when I moved to Ghost because I started from zero, but the feedback I have seen about this is positive. People usually say that importing posts is straightforward, while the main pain point is related to the images. I have also migrated between Ghost hosting providers over the years and the importing process has been smooth. Despite being a great platform, Ghost isn't perfect. One of the areas where you may feel limited is with customization. Ghost doesn't have a visual page builder like you find on WordPress. So when you want to customize the page look, there are two ways. The first is buying a theme from the marketplace or asking someone to create one for you. The second option is to customize the theme yourself by changing the code. The second option is the least exciting path because if you don't know how this works, it's a bit complicated, so it's better to buy a theme as it will probably look better and be affordable. However, if you like to make minor tweaks here and there, you can learn how to customize themes on Ghost, but it will probably be harder than in WordPress. Another downside is when you want to create pages or landing page style content. Because Ghost is so focused on blogging and publishing content, this isn't something the platform is good at. However, as I mentioned before, Ghost has native memberships where people can pay to read your content, so you don't need to install or pay for plugins to have memberships. This provides a business potential for creators as memberships are one of the best ways to monetize content and is becoming more popular across the web. And the best thing is that Ghost doesn't charge a percentage of your memberships, unlike some other competitor. Even if you don't want to make people pay to read your content, you can use free memberships where people have to sign up to read the whole post, which plays well with Ghost's newsletter capabilities. You can send posts via email to your Ghost subscribers if you want to. This newsletter capability is great to build a stronger connection with your readers. As newsletters are becoming more important these days, having a blogging tool that leans into this is essential. God damn, this looks like it was written by AI. Sending posts via email to readers usually works well for news websites and people in creative fields. On top of that, it also helps reduce the reliance on SEO to bring people to your site. Although Ghost isn't a complete email service provider, because it doesn't have automation and other advanced stuff, it may be able to replace your newsletter tool and help you reduce your costs further. And speaking of costs, let me show you how Ghost is cheaper for most people than WordPress. If you choose the WordPress route, these are the typical costs you can expect. Hosting, around $10 per month. There are lots of other options, but let's go with this conservative estimate. Theme or page builder, $50 to $80 per year. And a caching plugin, $60. This is a bare bones setup that still lacks many tools. On top of this, it's normal to need an SEO plugin for $50, a forms plugin for another $50, advanced custom fields adds another $50, or even an internal linking plugin for $79. And I have not included any spam backup or security plugin in this list, and we are already at more than $450 per year. If you choose Ghost Pro, prices start at $9 per month, and if you want to have custom themes and integrations, you have to go to the Creator Plan, which starts at $25. So moving to Ghost means you can cut your costs by over 30%. I hated having to pay for every little thing on WordPress, so I was happy to save money by moving to Ghost. But the biggest reason I moved and never returned was that WordPress was holding me back. Everything on WordPress was a distraction and I wasn't writing enough. But ever since I moved to Ghost, I felt at home. Even the limitations I spoke about work mostly in my favor because the platform doesn't let me move away from the essential, which is writing and sharing my thoughts. If you are unhappy with WordPress and want to give Ghost a try, check my link in the description. Thanks for watching.